It is sure to be a heated question come this November. Should voters pass a red flag law giving family members of those in crisis the power to petition a judge to remove their firearms? Good evening, everyone. I'm Brian Yacono.
And I'm Samantha York in for Amanda Hill. We are still months away from that ballot question going before Mainers, but an argument has broken out in the legislature over whether rules were violated before lawmakers sent it to voters.
And News Center Maine's Donovan Lynch has the latest on this constitutional question from the State House.
A new legal showdown at the State House following a testy exchange in the legislature's Judiciary Committee.
We resolved that 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure why it's coming up again.
If we don't have a public hearing on this bill, it's against the law.
The debate all over an upcoming ballot question to put in place a red flag gun law, allowing family members of a person in crisis to directly petition a judge to take their guns away. The proposal will head to voters. That is, unless the legislature passes an identical bill, which it is unlikely to do. In light of that, Democratic leaders on the Judiciary Committee under Senator Ann Carney decided in mid-May to forego a public hearing, arguing the state's highest law protects the move.
The actions that the Judiciary Committee took were consistent with the Maine Constitution.
At the time of the decision, Republicans not offering much resistance.
And I'm happy to answer any questions if people have any. I'm not seeing any. Okay.
But as the committee met 2 weeks later, Republicans arguing not holding a public hearing on the red flag proposal goes in violation of a Maine law passed in 2019 that requires a hearing for citizens' initiatives, whether headed to the ballot or to be passed by the legislature.
There is not another statute, to my knowledge, that would contradict this bill, which says there shall be a hearing.
Republican leadership and members of the Judiciary Committee also pointing to other citizens' initiatives that have received public hearings.
The Democrats think they're above the law. Judiciary chairs have chosen to sidestep Maine law.
Carney, however, argues that since the Maine Constitution is above regular laws, it takes priority. And since it doesn't specifically demand a public hearing for a ballot initiative, she argues that's the final word.
The Constitution says nothing at all about having a committee hearing on the bill.
So what comes next? Well, there was talk from some Republican allies at a press conference this morning about potentially launching legal action if the Judiciary Committee continues to not hold a public hearing on this red flag law measure. In Augusta, Donovan Lynch, News Center, Maine.